Dr. Potter, come forward.
Please state your name and your occupation.
My name is Terry Potter. I hold a PhD in psychology and I'm a practicing psychologist.
Tell the court about your educational background.
I graduated from the University of Illinois at Springfield, did my master's degree at the University of Illinois at Champaign-Urbana, and did my PhD at Washington University at St. Louis.
How long have you been practicing?
I did my residency in Indianapolis at Riley's Children's Hospital and have practiced in this area for the past 10 years. I've been in practice for a total of 12 years and have extensive experience with adolescents and teens.
Dr. Potter, share your knowledge on the issue of bullying.
Well, my master's thesis was on the long-term effects of bullying, both on the person who was bullied and on the person who was doing the bullying. Based on my findings and experience in this field, it is clear that bullies routinely bully well into adulthood unless there's some sort of intervention.
Your Honor, at this time I'd like to stipulate Dr. Terry Potter as an expert in psychology and specialized expertise in the issue of bullying.
Any objection? Will be so noted.
How did you become associated with Chris Lyman?
Well, early in 2007, in February, after the car vandalism incident, I was contacted by Chris Lyman's grandmother, who indicated she was concerned about Chris.
Describe your interaction with Chris.
Well, we first met as a family, and then I privately met with Chris. While Chris's grandmother was present, she was hesitant to discuss to the full extent of what was happening at school. But after some weeks of regular sessions, Chris opened up to me and told me about the bullying that has been taking place since late in her grade school years. Chris reported to me she was in 7th grade when the bullying began.
Please share Chris's experiences as they're reported to you.
Chris's experiences are very real and have done great harm to her social skills and personal behaviors. I was able to determine this by reading journal excerpts in which Chris shared with me.
What is the reason Chris submitted the journal excerpts to the court?
Chris submitted a portion of the journal excerpts to the court to support her claim that the bullying has been ongoing for some time. The pages that are available for review are indicative and offer a brief but significant window into Chris's fears. They also show how she has an understandable way of her parents being in the military.
Explain how this concern impacts the situation.
Well, the concern is natural. I don't believe that it's extreme, out of control, or unnatural. Chris states she doesn't want her parents to know, and she tried to handle the situation all on her own.
How is Chris trying to handle the bullying?
Well, I'm quite proud of the way Chris has tried to handle the bullying. There are many who would have buckled under the stress of such negative attention, and there are those who would have sought to retaliate. Chris has done neither.
What were some of the ways Chris had handled the situation?
Well, Chris realized early on that confrontation would just elevate the situation, so she tried walking different routes to class and altering schedules to avoid him. Chris also researched ways on how to handle bullies, and was trying to become more assertive in a positive way.
At this time, I'd like to show in a large copy of 5 journal excerpts.
Go ahead.
May I approach the bench?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let the record reflect and showing the opposing counsel a copy.
It will so reflect.
May I witness please step down from the stand?
Yes, you may.
Dr. Potter, what conclusions did you come to after examining these entries?
Well, I found that there's consistency when you look at the wording.
Please describe what you mean.
Looking at the highlighted words alone, hopeless, pride, awful, and pity, it was clear that Chris was effectively cut off from others because anybody affiliated with Chris would become another target.
What were some, may I witness please step back down from the stand?
Yes, you may.
What were some of these long-term effects?
Well, it will be a long process, and are trying to make sure Chris doesn't carry the scars for the rest of her life, but the physical damage is done. Chris just wants to be free of the terror.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Terry Potter, your master's research was completed nearly 15 years ago, correct?
Correct?
Your research that you completed 15 years ago, you say it was solid work, correct?
Yes.
However, the society has changed, correct? actually true when it comes to bullying on social media sites, correct?
No.
Do you feel how things have not changed over the years?
No.
You have met with Chris multiple times, correct?
Correct.
However, you have not even met with Kim Dixon, correct?
No.
So even though you never met with Kim Dixon, you labeled him as a bully, correct?
Correct.
Also, the only way you found out information about him was all through Chris Lyman, correct?
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You never even seen Kim Dixon before this day, correct?
Correct.
You stated in your affidavit that Chris was well aware that she needed to change from appearing vulnerable, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, quote unquote, she told you that seemed outside the realm of possibility, correct?
Correct.
You also told Chris that he needed to stand up. She needed to stand up for herself, correct?
No.
Your Honor, may I teach this witness?
You can try.
Never mind, Your Honor.
All right. Request withdrawn. Go ahead.
Chris has kept a journal entry close to her over the past few years, correct?
Correct.
Some of those journal entries are present here today.
Yes.
However, the entire journal is not present in evidence today, correct?
Correct.
In fact, it was you and Chris who hand-selected the passages from his journal, correct?
Correct.
Also, can you please state one more time how many times you have met with Kim Dixon?
0.
That's all the questions, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Dr. Potter, why did you not interview Kim?
I had not interviewed Kim because Chris is my patient, and based upon our sessions, it was clear that Chris is not manufacturing these accusations just to bring her parents home.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. If you need excuse. State call the next witness.
Your Honor, this time I'd like to call Chris Lyman to the stand.